We approach the 197-pound weight class. And Bo Nickal towing the line against Wroblewski. Nickal's got blue hair, guys. He dyed it recently. It's been making waves, but Nickal doesn't need to say anything. He doesn't even need to dye his hair for us to know that he is a true phenom here at the 197-pound weight class, bumping up. Blue hair, don't care. He's scoring at will as per usual, but Matt Wroblewski gets a shot here in place of typical Andre Lee. A little backflip defense there from Wroblewski. Not quickly after Nickal will get that takedown. Nickal 20-0 on the season, #1 ranked wrestler. Bo Nickal also has 52 straight wins. So some people might look at that blue hair, say it's a little goofy, but 52 wins speaks for itself. I think you can dye your hair whatever you want, especially if you have that many wins in a row, almost as much as his team does. And there's an escape from Wroblewski. You're towing the line against a guy like Bo Nickal. You're going to be ready to hit anything big because you're able to catch him on your back, on his back. You're not going to let up. So that's what Wroblewski's looking for, but Nickal, so creative. He's able to seemingly beat anyone at will. And just on Friday night, he pinned his opponent in a matter of 35 seconds. He locked up a really nasty cradle there against Michigan State. And he's looking for something here. It's Wroblewski looking to go out of bounds, and Nickal will follow. They'll restart here in the center. I mean, you talk about Bo Nickal's ability. He also pinned the guy right behind him, #2 ranked Colin Moore of Ohio State. Bo Nickal pinned him in their dual meet, and that really solidified his spot as #1 in the 197-pound weight class. And the blue hair came with it. Nickal riding tough on top here. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the first period here. 3-point lead for Bo Nickal. Wroblewski got to be feeling pretty good here, not to be down by too much against this dominant Penn State wrestler. Though Nickal now has a minute of riding time to his name, and a minute remains in this period as he's looking to turn Wroblewski here in a bit of a tilt. Wroblewski's right arm in the hammerlock position, a spot that Nickal likes to score from. And no back points there on that tilt attempt there from Bo Nickal. Nickal going to work now. Wroblewski looking for a cradle attempt, potentially. Switches it over to a Turk. Wroblewski doing a great job not letting his back break that 90-degree angle or 45-degree angle even. It's only a 4-1 score though. The ref now swiping. He gave Nickal a 2 count on this. Nickal with Wroblewski's left ankle quite secured here. 8 seconds remaining, just the 2 count at this point though. And this period likely to end here with just an additional 2 points for Bo Nickal here. 6-1 lead, 2 minutes of riding time for Bo Nickal as he'll defer, and the Illinois bench will instruct Wroblewski to choose neutral. You know, a bit of a question mark on what to choose when you're taking on Bo Nickal. Poeta showed Wroblewski top. Isaiah Martinez, the volunteer assistant coach, showed Wroblewski bottom. And Coach Jim Heffernan showed him neutral. Wroblewski with the neutral decision when it comes down to the head coach's choice. And it's 6-1 here. Nickal on the edge of the mat looking for something. Wroblewski, credit to him and his positioning here to keep Nickal at bay though. Nickal with a nice little knee pick there. Gonna get another 2-point takedown. So 7-point lead and his 2 minutes of riding time now rising again. And they'll head out of bounds and reset back in the center of the mat here in the second period. Matt Wroblewski, the senior. taking the bottom position for Illinois. And Nickal with a nice claw ride here, keeping Wroblewski at bay.
Wait, switches out.
And Wroblewski up to his feet. He'll get the escape here. You know, it's only a 6-point match. Of course, there's that 2 minute 50 seconds of riding time for Bo Nickal. And Penn State fans are happy about that. But Wroblewski doing a great job against what is one of Penn State's best in Bo Nickal here. Only a 6-point match. And, of course, there's that riding time. And there's about 15 seconds left here in the second. Wroblewski hanging tough here with a tough Bo Nickal. And a little duck attempt there will get him a takedown. 10-2, 8-point lead for Bo Nickal. And we enter the third period. Nickal's going to choose bottom immediately. He's going to attempt for something big here. Bo Nickal's not one to settle for a major decision. He likes his points big. Tech falls or pins for him, and he's going to get some quick separation there, though. No escape awarded, and there's the escape for Bo Nickal, who's going to get out quickly here in the third. Look for a cradle here against Wroblewski. Nickal really grinding his head in there for the head and the side cradle, though Wroblewski once again staying tough here. That's what we've seen this whole match. Matt Wroblewski. Nothing easy for Bo Nickal. And there's the takedown. Still, Nickal working for it. It's a 13-2 lead. Of course, Bo Nickal almost at 3 minutes of riding time.
1 point escape, Illinois.
Now a 10-point lead for Nickal. And as these two stand toe-to-toe, Nickal defending a Wroblewski shot now. Wroblewski looking to cut the corner. Bo Nickal, though, nearly around already. This might end up being a stalemate position. Not with Bo Nickal, though. He's going to turn it into a cradle instead. He has it locked up. He has Wroblewski on his back. Talk about some creativity. Bo Nickal, when he sees a cradle, he's going to take it, and Wroblewski not in a good spot now. That blue hair really paying some dividends here with some flair as Nickal turned that into quite the pinning combination. Wroblewski nearly flat on his back. And there's only 28 seconds left in the third. Wroblewski, who is keeping this at a 10-point match, now looking in big trouble. Nickal is locking up something tight. The referee not seeing evidence for a pin, but Bo Nickal with a nice cradle there, and he'll end up with a tech fall win. No pin for him, though. Bo with another win to keep his win streak going and now bring it all the way to 53 straight wins for Big Bo Nickal of Penn State.